everybody, so I just went live on the mastermind that I'm in, and we're really diving into 3 actionable steps that you can do right now to beat up procrastination once and for all. So it was my longest live right now because it was really important to me to make that change with you. So we really went one after another and really make sure to start change that and make that impact in your life. So keep on watching. After the intro it will come, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up that I know that you want more of it, and don't forget to subscribe that you won't miss an episode. So just hit the subscribe button and have an amazing and productive day. Keep on watching. Here's the intro. Hello everybody, so this is live right now. We are live right now on the UMM group, and today I went live today because I want to go with you on the art of procrastination, that we kind of, all of us are master in the art of procrastination. And when we want to get things done, we procrastinate over and over and over, and we feel like we're stuck, like feeling like nothing achieved, feeling at the same place, and feeling frustrated for staying in that place and nothing is moving. Now, before I get into it, I want to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Eden Alon. I'm a UMM moderator, and I am also a business and mindset coach. And we are not here to talk about me. We are here to talk about you. So let's get it going, and today we're going to dive into really actionable steps on how can you get out of procrastinate and actually start to achieve more things and get yourself into the place when you're acting, you feel good, you're actually achieving things, and you're not procrastinate anymore. So let's get to it. So what is procrastination? Procrastination actually, and I'm going to read from time to time from my page here because I really want to get into really details, and I don't want to miss anything here because I want to deliver you everything that I got, not everything that I got, but everything that I can today in order for us to make that transformation today. So about the procrastination. What is procrastination? Procrastination is actually comes from 3 things, and I see people coming in. Hello everybody. So you're welcome to say hi, just comment below. Hi, I want to see you here. So what is procrastination? Procrastination comes from various things, but basically from 3 things, and that is fear, perfection, and staying in the familiar path. So fear can be, fear of failure, fear of judgment. Perfection, it's another word for procrastination because we all the time want things to have it perfect, and if it's not perfect, we are delaying on it. No, it's not perfect, I want to change that. No, it's not perfect, I'm not going with that yet. No, I will wait one more month. I want to take it really good. I want to make it perfect. And perfection is another word for procrastination, and most of the time it comes from a deep fear of us. So first of all, you got to search. Sorry about that. First of all, you got to see where it comes from. And what is the fear that stops you right now and get you procrastinate? If you ever had that procrastination from, oh, it's not good enough, I want it better, just comment below, say that you're heck yeah if you felt that way before, or if you are fearing from certain goal that you want to achieve and you're procrastinate. You say tomorrow I will get to that, tomorrow I will get to that. And I've been in that place for many times. So comment below, heck yeah, if you're familiar with that. And what happened is, for myself, for example, for many years, I procrastinate on so many things. If it was losing weight, if it's starting my own business, if it's getting my things out there, I was procrastinate over and over on anything. So when we are procrastinate on so many things, on so many levels, nothing gets done. and especially say, okay, tomorrow I will get it done, tomorrow I will get it done, tomorrow I will get it done. And hey Kyla, how are you today? Thank you for joining in. So where was I? I'm sorry, I have an ADHD, so sorry if I get sometimes confused, especially if I'm considering people here and answering, so excuse me for that. Anyway, I procrastinate on many things, especially because I had like a deep fear of failure and deep fear of being judged. I didn't want to get judged, especially with videos, because I was really afraid that when I go live or when I go that people will laugh on my English, and that was a big fear of mine to even start going with videos. And I kid you not, for 9 years, I was procrastinate on getting on videos and saying, no, it's not the right time. And give excuses like that. No, it's not the right time. No, I'm not good enough with my English. I will wait one more year. Not now. The market is not ready. I gave the whole excuses there is. So if you are familiar with that and you are familiar with fear of failure or fear of judgment and you are procrastinate on something, just comment below, heck yeah, that I know that you're familiar with that, and let's get that change today. So the tools to get out of that fear of procrastination, is the first step is ask yourself, what will happen if I will stay there? What will happen if you will stay procrastinate on the things that you want to achieve right now? What will happen if you stay there? Just comment below. Let's make that change. I want to know, because if you're acting now, that means you are serious on what you're doing. That means you're getting the accountability, you're getting to be aware to what is the problem, because if we are not aware to the problem, we can't change it. Period. If we are not familiar with the problem, we can't change it. For example, for many years when I was little, I was saying I'm not fat. I was a big kid. I was really fat. And I told myself, I have big bones. And when I told myself I'm a big bones, that means I was not aware to the problem. And where you're not aware to the problem, you can't solve the problem. Only when I admit to myself in front of the mirror, hey man, you're fat, let's get it done. Let's take some weight off. Let's go to the dietitian. It's time to take that change. Only then, when I became aware, I start to make the change. So in order for you to make that change, you got to be aware of what is it that's stopping you and you procrastinate. What makes you actually procrastinate? Be a master in procrastination. And I see more people coming in. Hello everybody. Kyla Sell, I have ADHD too. I'm familiar with that. That sucks, but it have a lot of benefits to it. So let's get aware. Let's start the change right now. Ask yourself, what will happen if you will stay at the same path? If you will still keep on procrastinate on the action that you want to do, what will happen? Comment below. How will you feel? Comment below to be aware. Will you feel frustrated? Will you feel angry about yourself? Will you hate yourself? Will you stay at the same path? What you will feel? Come on people, comment below that we can make that change. If you're not aware, you can't make that change. So comment below, let's give it around 10 more seconds and we'll go off to the second step. What is it? What will happen if you will stay at the same path? If you won't act now, what will happen? Will you feel shitty? Will you feel frustrated? Will you hate yourself? What is it? Comment below right now. Let's make that change, people. Let's wake up. Kyla says, I will feel like a failure. That's a big one. That's a big one. I hear you on that. I felt like a failure for many years because I procrastinate on so many things. So, okay, if you people, come on, I see more people coming in. Let's get it going, because before I go to the second step, I want us to become aware to the problem that we can get out of that. Because again, if we're not aware, we can't make that change. Makes sense, right? So comment below, what will happen if you will stay the same path? Kyla says, I feel like a failure. I felt like a failure as well. What do you feel? Will you feel frustrated? Will you hate yourself? What will you feel if you stay the same path, let's say for a month or for a year? You will stay the same path. Ask yourself, what will happen? Because we got to get that urgency in order for us to get out of the comfort zone. If we stay at the same path and we don't create any urgency to change it and we don't feel it, how can we actually change it? Because when we want to change something, we got to create urgency. Think about something else in your life. When you create a big change in your life, you create some urgency. For example, when I lost weight, I create an urgency to, if I won't lose weight now, I will never have someone with me. That's the urgency I did to myself in order to start losing weight. So in order to get out from procrastination, I create for myself, if I won't do it now, what will happen? I will stay the same path. I will not progress in my business. I will stay a failure for the rest of my life, and that I can't do it, because if I won't act now, I can't impact more people. That's my big mission. I'm sharing it with you. My mission is to impact as many people as I can. So if I won't act now, that means I will stay at the same path and I feel shit about myself. And when I have children, they will get that same routine from me, and that's not what I want to do. That's the urgency I made for myself. So you got to create your own urgency right now in order to actually become the best version of yourself and create that change in you. So Kyla says, nothing will change, and I'm tired of not growing. I'm tired of feeling the regret of what if. Thank you, Kyla, for sharing. That's a big step. That's a bold move to come and admit in front of you, because that's so true. Feeling the regret of what if, that can create a massive urgency. So people, ask yourself right now, what will happen if you won't change what you procrastinate on right now? What will happen? How will you feel? Really get into that feeling, really feel it, because emotion creates motion. If we stay at the same emotion, we can create motion. Does that make any sense? I would love to hear about it. So what is it that, ask yourself again, what will happen if you won't change now? If you will stay the same path, how you will feel? You will feel bad about yourself. You will feel like failure. Comment below. Show yourself that you're brave, that you're bold, and that you're going to do that change now. Not tomorrow, not next month, not in a year, now. What is it that you want to change right now? What the feeling is, if you will stay the same path, how will you feel? Comment below right now. Make that change. I will give it 10 more seconds and we will go to the second step. So people, look alive, come on. Comment below what will happen, what feeling will you feel if you won't change now, in a month, in a year? Will you hate yourself? Will you feel like a failure? Will you feel tired? Will you feel frustrated? What will you feel? So, Amethyst, and I hope I pronounced your name right. If not, please let me know. Amethyst says, my progress will stop. That's huge here. Thank you for sharing, because if we are not acting, our progress will stop definitely. Thank you, Amethyst, for sharing. Come on, people. Let's get it going. Let's create that change. Let's become aware to the problem and change it. So what will happen if you will stay the same path? Right now, comment below. Let's make that change. Come on, people, look alive. Let's make that change now. Don't wait up for the next year. Don't wait up for 2 years. Don't wait, because time will fly either way. So what do you choose? You choose to change, or you choose to stay at the same path? If you choose to change, comment below what will happen if you stay at the same path in a month, in a year. How will you feel? What is the feeling? Close your eyes right now. Of course, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. But if you're not driving, how will you feel? And comment below right now. Let's make that change now. Okay, So we're going to this next step, and I hope you are getting that feeling, inside that feeling, because emotion creates emotion, and that's also create urgency in your life to really make things happen. So 1 second, Kyla says, but I don't know where to start. We're talking about here how to start. So hold a second. We have 2 more steps going on here, and I hope I pronounce your name right, okay? Like I said, I have still problem with my English. I'm fixing it every time. So if I didn't say your name correct, please let me know. So Ange say here, we will not reach our potential. Love it. That's true. If we stay the same path, we will not reach our potential. We will stay the same path in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, because the time flies. Either way. So that's our choice, what we are doing now. So remember, the first step, you ask yourself, what will happen if I stay the same path in a month, in a year, in 5 years? Really get inside that emotion, because like I said, emotion creates motion. And when you get inside there, you also create that urgency to really change, to really get out of the comfort zone. If you don't have that urgency, you can't change a thing. Does that make any sense? I would love to hear if that makes any sense. Comment below, heck yeah. And let's continue to the second step. The second step, and like I said, I have a paper here because I want to give you all the tools here today in order to make that change. So the second step is ask yourself, what will happen if you will act now? What will happen? How will you feel if you act today? Not tomorrow, not the next day. Of course, if it's 12 p.m. at night and you're going to bed, that's okay. Do it first thing on the morning. But what will happen if you will act now? How will you feel? And Kyle says, heck yeah, love it. So what will you feel if you act today? If you will start to act today? How will you feel now? How will you feel if you're still acting and not procrastinate in a year? Comment below right now, make that change, become aware. What is it? What happened if you act today? What will happen? How will you feel? How things start to progress if you act today? Not waiting for something else, not giving a screw about other people. What is it? How will you feel today? Comment below right now. Let's make that change. Because if you comment below, you become more aware to it. You're writing it down. You know what is it there to change. You know what is it that you need to act today. So comment below, what will happen if you will act now? How will you feel? What is the feeling that you will have if you act now and starting to act every day? In a year, close your eyes for a second. Imagine that you're acting and doing and not procrastinating, doing and acting on the things you procrastinate for many times. Imagine that for a second. How will you feel in a month? How will you feel in a year? How will you feel in 5 years? Imagine that. Ematai says, a start will give me the confidence to carry on. Love it. That's amazing, man. I love that you said that, because when we start making actions, we're getting confidence on the way. You know, when I start with videos, I wasn't confident. And you're welcome to check my YouTube there. And the first video that I make, I talked like a zombie. I had none confidence on a video. None. But confidence comes as long as you, sorry about that, as long as you're starting, as long as you're doing, that's how you start to progress. That's how you start to make a change. And being more confident about what you're doing because you're acting and not staying on the fence. Does that make sense? If it does, comment below, heck yeah. I know that it makes sense for you. So that's the second step right now. What will happen? How will you feel if you act today? How will you feel? How will you feel if you keep on acting and not procrastinating? Comment below. Like I said, If you start to feel that emotion, you create that motion, and when you're commenting below, you become aware to that and you know what you need to change. Otherwise, when you're not aware, you can't make that change. No matter how much you want, you can't, because you're not aware. So does that make any sense? If it does, comment below, heck yeah. Kyla says, heck yeah, amazing. So people, again, I give it around 10 seconds more, and I go to the third step and the last step to create that change, and not procrastinating, not being stuck at the same place of being master of procrastination, because it's time to be a master of action and not master of procrastination. So what will happen if you will act? How will you feel if you start to act today and not procrastinating anymore? How will you feel? Comment below right now. Become aware to that. How will you feel? Feel that emotion. Imagine yourself acting. Imagine yourself doing the thing that you're procrastinate for many times. If it's years, if it's months, if it's losing weight, if it's starting your own business, if it's whatever it is. Just comment below. How will you feel? And let's go to the third step. And the third step is, and you got to follow through with that action, because if you're staying till now and you invest your time, and I see people here for the whole time, that's amazing, because that means when you're here, that means you're investing in yourself right now, because you're giving more knowledge to yourself, and now you can actually create a change that maybe you were not aware before. So that's amazing, because you're creating that change. Also, I saw people here commenting, and that's amazing. That means you are committed. That means you own that, and you're going to make that change in your life. So let's commit to one more step in order for you to really make that change, and not just saying and not just thinking about it, but actually make that change. And if you don't know where to start, that's where you start right now. Think about just one. Remember, one, because when you focus on one thing, you finish it, then you can go to the next thing. If not, you're staying until you finish that thing, because that the thing that you procrastinate the most, that means you fear the most. So what is the action that you procrastinate the most and you're going to act today? Comment below. What is the action that you procrastinate the most? Think about, what did you procrastinate the most? Is it going on live? Is it posting? Is it doing videos? Is it starting your own product? Is it building a funnel? Is it building a landing page? What is it that you procrastinate till now? Comment below, because that means that thing you're going to change straight thing today or tomorrow morning. That depends if it's late at night. What is it that you're going to be accountable? Comment below. What? Because when you're commenting below, you're not just becoming aware, you're becoming more accountable for yourself, because you say it out loud. And when you say it out loud, I kid you not here, and that's statistically proven, to get to your goal by 80% more. What you heard, 80% more. 80% more to get to your goal. So comment below, what is the action that you're going to take today? The action that you're procrastinating the most. Remember, because that is the time to not staying at the master of procrastination, but being the master of action. So comment below, let's make that commitment. Let's make that change. Let's make yourself to the next level to move your needle. So what is the action that you're going to change today? Comment below. Think about a small thing. It doesn't have to be a massive thing, because when we put our goals like very high, for example, you will say to yourself, okay, so today I'm going to create my sales funnel. Sales funnel doesn't do in a day. So you can say, for example, a small action is even register to an email or to an autoresponder to start. Even register, just register. And the next day, enter, figure the system. The next day is to create it. The next day is to start editing it. is really step by step. And Amitai says, market myself, post in social media about what I am doing. I love it. That man, that means you're on it. That means you're so serious, because right now you took upon yourself that goal and that challenge. So that's amazing. So you can go today even to post like a very small post on your social media. If you have a group, I don't know if you have a group, or on your personal page, or on some groups, because that's how you start to market yourself. And marketing, it's a whole new different concept, so I won't go dive into it today. But in order for you to start market yourself, start posting online, but not self-promotion, more of giving value to others, something that you are own it and you solve in your life. Go and post it online today. For example, what I'm talking today, a procrastination. So could be you solved in your life weight loss, I don't know, or could be you solved in yourself some other thing in your life. What is it that you do? Go and give value to others. If it's on your personal page, if you have a group on your group, if it's on other groups, so on other groups, but do it today. One post, that's it, man. One post, do it today. People, what is the action? Let's make the change. Amitai has already made that change. Let's make that change as well. What is the action that you're going to do today? Just a small action, because small action creates massive action. So comment below, what is it that you're going to do today? So Kyla says, workout, become an athlete and start creating a passive income until I found out what I want to do. I procrastinate because I'm not specific on what I want my business to be. So how can I act if I'm still not sure? So first of all, I love that you're putting out there. That means you're becoming more aware to it. That's awesome. That's the first step that we talked today. Now, the first action, you say workout. That's awesome. That means that you're giving to yourself something. That means you're loving yourself. That's how you create more momentum and more things to do. So that's amazing. Go work out today. Don't procrastinate on that. Go do that today and do it at least for more days to come. Don't procrastinate anymore. Start to do. And what you want to become, your own business, we can talk it on a private message or here more, but to even start, find out what is it that you're passionate about, and not just passionate about, but also what is the thing that you solved in your life. That's how you start. In other ways, you start to develop and all that, but that's the beginning. That's how you start. So people, Kyla, Amitai did amazing change today. So you too can make that change, and you invest all that time here. So I would give it more 10 seconds. And what is the action that you're going to do today to not being procrastinate anymore? So comment below. Let's make that change. Let's be accountable for each other. Let's not wait for something to happen and raining for us. Let's make it happen. Because if we're not doing, nothing will happen. If you're a believer and let's say you're praying, just prayer won't get you there. You got to do it. And I'm a believer as well. So I'm not preaching here. Okay? So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking about if you're a believer, just give a prayer doesn't do a thing if you won't take the action. So take the action right now. Start to be accountable. Start to make that change right now. I love it, Kyla. Amitai, you got an amazing energy. Kyla says, heck yeah. Amitai says, let's make that change. Love it. Love the energy. So people, before I go, let's make that change. What is the action that you're going to do today? Today, not tomorrow, not next year. Like I said, it can be a very small action to start progressing, because small action creates a massive action. We can't leap from 1 stair to 200 stairs. We need to climb 1 stair at the time. So think about a small action that you're going to do today that you procrastinate for many times. Like I said, it can be, for example, a sales page. That means you need to find an autoresponder, sign into it, start doing something. Or even if it's post, just go and post some small post at the first. Give some value. If it's market yourself, you want to, for example, do ads, start from taking a course. That means go buy a course today. Find a mentor for that. Find someone that knows it and ask him about that. Go start this small action that will create that lasting momentum. So what is the action that you're going to do today to not procrastinate? Comment below. Let's make that change. Okay, people? First of all, I really want to thank you all for being here, investing your time with me here. That means a lot to me because my mission is to make as many impact as I can. And I love the energy here. I love that you're committed. I love that you're investing in yourself and doing and acting and not waiting for something to happen. You're amazing. Keep on rocking it. I'm really grateful for you for being here, people. That was amazing and the energy was amazing here. I love it. So let's create that change. Let's do the action today. And if you like this video and you want more content of it, just give me a thumbs up that I know that you want more of it. And if there's something else that you want to hear more about, comment below that I know what else you want me to go on the next live on the UMM. So just comment below what else you want to hear. And I love it that you're being here. And have an amazing and productive day. That was really, you're a game changer. You're doing, you're acting, and that's amazing. Let's make that change. Have an amazing and productive day. I will see you next time. And Ematel says, many thanks. You're very welcome. You did that change, man. You took it upon yourself. Love it. And again, have an amazing and productive day, people. I will see you next time here.